Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. As always, it's great to come back at you with a brand new release. Big up to all of you guys that are supporting over on the FYM Patreon. If you would like to come over and support, you come to patreon.com/FYM Productions Media. Now, there's no need to adjust your phones or your screens, whatever you're watching on. This is basically what happens when a ginger nips out of the house for a few hours, and as you can see, it's fucking... it's literally what happens. There we go. Now, today we are going to be checking out the latest release from PRIMROSE PATH, and this one is called Irrelevance. Now, Joseph did tell me, Joseph is from Dark Spirit Photography, if I did not mention that. Now, he did tell me that Lindsay Rose, the vocalist from this band, is a big fan of the channel and has been for quite some time. So that's really, really cool. I was literally just saying to him earlier, it's crazy that there's, you know, people from all the way over in Australia do see my videos, and it's really, really cool, man. It is really cool. You know, I'm just a guy that sits in his room, checks out some music. You know, that's all it is ultimately. But it's really cool that people do dig it. But I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Love Joseph's work, and he never generally does let me down. If he sends me a recommendation, it's usually really good. He is apparently obsessed with this one, so let's see if this ends up working the same here. So if you do dig this one from PRIMROSE PATH, please do be sure to follow them on all their socials and make sure it's all dropped down below. Let's jump straight in. This is PRIMROSE PATH, and this is Irrelevance. Here we go. Could be different. This is nice. What a voice! Yeah, man! Man, the voice is amazing! So different to the usual sort of stuff I get. This is really cool. Beautiful vocals. Definitely like slight progressiveness about this. Different, man. Man, this is nice. She can scream. Alright guys, so that was Primrose Path with Irrelevance. First off, the video in itself that was done by Joseph over at Dark Spirit. I thought the video was fantastic. I loved how with this particular video, first off we've got the two main scenes. So you've got like the indoor scenes in some sort of hall, but then it goes up onto the top of the building in the night time and you see all of the all of the buildings all lit up in the city, and I love when bands do that. I know it's something that I will try my best to stop smashing my head into the mic every time I do these, but I do love how they have that in the backdrop, and you get a lot of bands that will throw those particular sort of scenes in, and it always looks really cool, always looks really good. But there's one thing I did notice in particular in the video. There's a few scenes when it was focused. I think it did it when it was focused on a couple of different members, but mainly spotted it on the vocalist Lindsay. It was like he'd shot one particular section, but he'd shot it multiple different times, and rather than keeping it as just one bit, he'd go from one shot to the next one and the next one, and it really added, like, I don't know, it was just really, really cool to see, and I really, really enjoyed to see that. Now, onto the song. This has got somewhat of a progressive nature to it, I believe. Now, I'm not huge on progressive metal in general, but I thought this was really, really cool. Now, for me personally, I do feel that this song isn't just, it's not like, oh, that's a cool song. You know, this is really something that you kind of, I'd say everyone should just experience this song, even if it's only once. The vocals on this, man, were absolutely astounding. There was just so much atmospherics that came with the vocals. Like she's absolutely amazing, and I was just astounded, to be perfectly honest with you. It was one of those where might not go too crazy in the video, but that's because I'm just focused on just listening and appreciating the talent that went into this, and the vocals just alone, man, just absolutely amazing. This band is super, super tight. Definitely got that progressive nature there. I did like how it slowly did progress into from one section to another, and I didn't really know what to expect with this because it wasn't your stereotypical sort of track that I usually do here. But I think all of the musicians were absolutely outstanding. Unfortunately, I can't go into the technical side of things because I'm not really good on that side of things. I just hear something and I know whether I like it or not. And I thought this song was really, really good. Honestly, this is definitely going to be up there for one of my top releases of the year, I do think. Even though it's musically not something which I massively always connect with, but I really, really appreciated this, and it sort of like opened up my mind a little bit, I would say, and I do like that. It's great to see a band that doing something that to me is very, very different. Did really, really enjoy that, and it was definitely one that I'm going to want to listen to again. I was just frankly quite blown away, to be perfectly honest. This was really, really cool. Now, lyrically speaking, the song called Irrelevance, I do believe that this song is about somebody who has someone that's trying to tear them down, but then they're sort of like taking their power back, and then that person is becoming completely irrelevant, as the song would suggest there. But again, I'm not 100% certain with it. Could be right, could be wrong. Not always the not always the best at lyrical interpretation. All I know is if I hear something and whether it's good or not. This one definitely stands out. You need to stand out these days with the amount of releases that are coming out. But Joseph, man, you absolutely smashed it on the video. To all of the band, to everybody in Primrose Path, what an absolute stellar job you've done. It's no wonder I can see that you're stacking up quite a fair few views on this now, and it's really great to see something different coming out in the scene. I do like that. I do like to see when bands are trying something a little bit different there. It's certainly different to me. But guys, do please let me know what you thought of this one. Of course, do go across to the Primrose Path original video of this. Make sure you do drop a comment, subscribe to their YouTube channel, all that good stuff. You know how it goes. But of course, if it is your first time to the channel, please do drop a sub, like, comment on the video. It all massively helps. But thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to see you in the next one, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.